Jay.
Yo, Miller, what's up? We outside, man. We on the move, cousin.
Facts, North Philly. Yo, so Tim Bradley said that Eddie Hearn should keep bouts away from Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
And I saw it on your live on GHB TV, to where is that you said that Tim was trolling.
Yeah.
And then Tim comes around and doubles down on it and used the rhetoric, what elite fighter did Boots ever beat?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Tim doubling down?
What makes Teofimo Lopez elite at 147? That's one. So to say something like that, pointless. But to the untrained ear, people hear something and they run with it. They go, oh yeah, Tim right though, right? Another thing is, the reason it's a lineup is because Tim Bradley been around boxing a very long time. He's come from some elite classes of boxing. He's seen the likes of Andre Ward, even been in the ring with him. He been in the ring with Bud Crawford. He know what a real nasty animal look like, right? Teo has shown too much doubt in the past to even belong in a ring with a Boots in this, right? So when he says something like that, it made me think. I said, you know what? He don't even really believe that. But what it is in order to pay Teo back for all the shit he been talking, the way to really get him back is to get him in there and not only embarrass him, but possibly get him knocked the fuck out. Tim saying those things, he know don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing in a fight like that because Teo too small. And he know Teo too small. And, you know, Teo just trying to take a shot, making some money. And I get it. You want to be great and all that, or that's what you say out your mouth. But he showed too much doubt in the past. Boots is a pure animal. When Boots don't have the best nights, you know what he say? We got to go back to the drawing board and get better. Work on some things and get better. You know what I mean? When Teo have an off night, he questioned, do he even still got it? You know what I'm saying? So that right there tell you enough about the mentalities. So we talking about putting him in the ring with possibly the best fighter of this generation. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's a little early for me to speak like that, but I'm just saying, y'all know what I'm talking about. Now you got somebody like Tim Bradley poking the bear is because he really want to see it. But he don't really want to see it because he believes Teo will win. He want to see Teo get his ass whooped. I'm telling you. Trust me when I tell you.
So you saying Tim is trying to put a hit out on Teo?
The old back door. You feel me? That's how it go. You know what I'm saying? It's so many ways to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many ways to get a motherfucker back.
I hate the ideology.
Only in America.
I hate the ideology when people be like, okay, well, what elite fighters did he beat? Yeah. Right? Oh, or this is the most skilled fighter that such and such will face. Yo, there's weight classes for a reason. Yeah. Like, you know, bro, I think Boots is the best fighter in the world. Yeah. Boots can't beat no David Benavidez. And David Benavidez would be the most skilled fighter that Boots ever faced. But size fucking matters. Yeah. Size matters in boxing. Boots ain't beating Usyk.
Yeah, they do. And you know, again, because people just want to see things. We're not in a time where we want to see what's right. We want to see some amazing shit. We want to see some shit that don't even look real. So even the thought of Teo beating Boots is like real crazy. So people are like, oh my God, but what if he does beat Boots? Boots is gonna murder that kid, man. You're talking about murder that kid, and I mean that in the most respectful way. I do. But it's nothing that Teo can do. Teo, if you watch Teo still fight like a kid. See, he fight like an amateur. You know what I mean? He don't have that real kill switch. When he was in there with Barbosa had showed after round 5 he was ready to go, and Teo didn't step on the gas. That let me know you're not ready for a Boots Ennis. Come on, baby. Boots Ennis just made a Lithuanian quit in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Go home. That might be the last we ever hear of Stanionis. People don't talk about that. That might be the last we ever heard of Stanionis. This shit might be over for you, cousin. It might be it. You know what I mean? And that's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with Boots. I'm being real. So if you ain't, because all right, let's be real. All right, let's talk science. Who Teo gonna box to get him ready for Boots? See what I mean? Who?
It's only one dude that I can think of, right? And that dude don't fuck with you at all, though.
Who that?
Terrence Crawford.
Here we go.
It's the only guy that really mirrors that skill set.
Yep. And that strength and that and to be able to keep that that momentum up every round. And like you said, he don't fuck with him, so you ain't getting that box.
The biggest problem with that, though, even if you got him,
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford and Boots have a completely different mentality. 10 years apart. You got one dude that's gonna walk down the hill, and you got one dude that's gonna blaze down the hill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One guy that's more concentrated on setting traps.
Yeah.
The other guy is just gonna run through you.
Yeah, and that's what again, that's why it's bad, because all right, let's say you do get some pretty good sparring, let's say you do get ready, it's not gonna be like the fight. Fight gonna be a lot different. The speed of everything that's happening, he's not gonna believe it. And his dad don't have the proper adjustments in the corner or even in his mind to even come up with a game plan that's gonna look competitive versus a Boots Ennis. It's just not happening. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. If they fight,
Cheat it.
If they fight,
You did that fast, yo. I'm impressed.
if they fight, you know, I believe Tio will try his best. I believe Tio will try his best. I believe he'll come up with some shit, but it'll be nothing that he can do. And if he think landing a dream punch is the best option, he really don't have nothing. That's the best thing you could possibly say. But what if Tio catch him? What if? He's not punching at 40, so what is he gonna be hitting at 47? Nasty.
Yo, one of the biggest takeaways from that fight, I've seen Tio hurt. I've seen Tio drop by dudes that couldn't rip Boots' pitcher in half. Right? And respect to those fighters, but size doesn't make a difference. And so, I seen you thoroughly outboxed by Sandor Martin. I seen you get outboxed by Jermaine Ortiz. I seen you get dropped by Sandor Martin. I seen you get your ass whipped by George Kambosos. So I'm supposed to believe you gonna beat a big, super skilled, super athletic, mean 147 with a chin.
Yep.
Come on,
and that's why I said Tim Bradley, he not stupid. Tim Bradley's smart. Tim Bradley's playing the devil's advocate. You know what I mean? He throwing something out there, a seed out there, and you know he know it's gonna grow. He know it's gonna grow. Tim Bradley, he know about that algorithm shit a little bit. He know what to say. He been doing it for a long time. A lot of people think Tim Bradley be giving his true feelings. He don't. He be just saying what people don't want to hear and what some people do want to hear. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Manny Pacquiao pulled up in LA yesterday. Was y'all yesterday or the day before?
What, the train?
Yeah, he's about to start his camp for Mario Barrios. Brian Norman just called him out. And, you know, if Boots Ennis decides to stay at 147 pounds and Manny Pacquiao is successful, then he would be in his line of sight.
Hold on, let's get this right. You said Brian Norman Sr. or Jr.?
Brian Norman Jr.
called out Pacquiao?
Yeah, said he wants that. He wants to.
So ain't no such thing as Boots, huh?
No. He says he wants Boots, right?
I'm talking shit.
So yeah. So as far as undisputed champion, it could be, you know, Brian Norman fighting a Manny Pacquiao, Jaron Ennis trying to fight a Manny Pacquiao. What do you think of those fights if Pacquiao gets past Mario Barrios? But by the way, I saw Pacquiao. Pacquiao looked like somebody. He looks like somebody's dad, and not somebody's young dad. He looks like somebody's old dad now.
I'm gonna say this: Barrios, if he wants to, he could beat Pacquiao with a jab. A good jab, he gonna beat Pacquiao. Pacquiao going there and getting cute with Norman. Norman might knock him out like in the 8th. Fuck around, knock Pacquiao out. He old enough to be his father. Same age as his father.
Facts.
Boots will play with Pacquiao. Pacquiao just not Pacquiao no more. Now he might have came back to wild card to, you know, get back to his old ways. Some of y'all could read in between the lines. But I don't know. I don't like Pacquiao in none of those fights because it's not his time. It's over. That shit is done, bro. Like, chill. Yeah, a young guy could say, I beat the great Manny Pacquiao. But the Pacquiao that we know, the tier that he was on, that's not the same Pacquiao. So nobody want to see that. I don't want to see it.
Is that fights that could launch both fighters into stardom, though?
Nah. It could give you a little. It could give you a little bit of international love. Like, you got some people who be like, "Oh, Pacquiao fighting this kid," and then the kid beat the shit out of Pacquiao. And it's like, "Oh shit, that kid's great." You know what I mean? For some casuals, yeah. But for me, nah, that don't make you. That don't put you in a star. It's Pacquiao old as shit. That's like that's like beating up on an old Tyson. That's like beating up on an old Roy Jones. Yeah, nobody don't care about that shit. People, listen, name a legend that lost when he was old as shit and people was hating on him or mad. Nobody was mad because he old as shit. It's like George Foreman. George Foreman came back at 40-something and he was putting in work.
Nard.
We loved the fact that he was putting in work, but when he lost...
People laughed at Nard with
that's because
knocked out the ring.
Nard was never... Yeah, but Nard was never hated for his age. Nard just had a nasty attitude towards people. Like, Nard just... You know what I'm saying? Nard was just on some bullshit. But really, Nard was embraced because of his age. He made his age something great. You know what I'm saying? And let's be real, these guys, they're not Bernard. They're not George Foreman. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing the same things. Those guys was coming back and beating champions in their 40s and shit like that. These guys is just at home, being politicians. They get a bright idea one day, oh, let me go fight for a championship. Nah, bro. No, it don't work like that. Pacquiao, I don't see it.
So you think the welterweight division puts Pacquiao in a pack?
Pacquiao the fuck up. Put him right in a nice suit, ship him off. right to Abu Dhabi.
Yo, I wouldn't be mad if the young boys try to fight him because they've been trying to unify with Mario, and Mario want to go to fight the old man. So if you want to fight Mario, he a champion. Okay, well, shit, how about me?
I mean, if Pacquiao want to get passed around, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really care for Pacquiao. Not that I don't think. Listen, Pacquiao is a great fighter. Pacquiao did some great things in boxing. But right now in boxing, I don't want to be talking about Pacquiao as a fighter. I don't know. It's too much going on. It's too much going on in boxing. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think of the decision of Mario Barrios to fight him, though?
Mario Barrios got to go in there and do his thing. I'm rooting for Mario Barrios. I want him to go in there and make this shit easy as possible. But that's why I mentioned the jab. He could beat him with a jab if he wanted to. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see happen. I want to see him go out there and beat Pacquiao and send Pacquiao home, because he poking his nose in some new business, and it ain't his business. You know what I mean? Leave it alone.